Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm the Pole Father, and it only takes one. And we are back from Card Party 2024 from Orlando, Florida. Had a great, absolute, fantastic time. Got to meet a lot of people. Again, more collectors in the hobby. Got to meet some people face to face. It's such a small world. That's all I can really say. But Card Party was a fantastic event. A little bit different from your Collecticon, but had a lot of fun. Definitely, I feel like a true collector's event. A lot of great deals were made, and that's what this video is all about, is post Card Party 2025. The good news is Card Party is coming back to Florida, and it's coming even closer to where I live, in the Tampa Bay, Clearwater area, ladies and gentlemen. So, needless to say, let's jump into this video and talk about the pickups that we had at this Card Party this year. So, we'll kind of like roll into it. So, first things first, talk about the foundation of Card Party. So, I'm really not really a big kind of collector on these kind of things, but this time, after having such a great time on the last day, I decided to pick it up. But I picked up the Card Party binder. I thought it was actually a pretty cool little knickknack of the convention and kind of like a little piece of memory. And then towards the last day, I actually went around and collected a lot of the promos that I missed out on throughout the entire event. I thought it was just kind of like a cool little souvenir, just to kind of have just part of the collection, the memory of going to Card Party. So that's where I just wanted to start right there. Had a great time. Can't talk any better about it. A lot of the big time influencers out there, I'm all for this. I feel like it kind of keeps the hobby healthy and so forth. But needless to say, we're gonna really roll into now. First things first, ladies and gentlemen, you guys all know I'm a Prize Pack Series 1 monster. So my biggest keep an eye out was for Prize Pack Series 1 cards, and sure enough, we found 2 singles, and actually one card got packaged into a Prize Pack Series 1 card. It was a Prize Pack Series 2 card, so why not? So first things first, we're going to show these two. So this is actually a Prize Pack Series 2, and this Bulltown VMAX Prize Pack Series 1 right here. Got these two cards packaged together. I'm a Prize Pack maniac. That's all I can really say. I have tons of video on them. Check them out. Shorts, videos talking about Prize Pack. I got a whole Prize Pack Series 1 video series going on. Check those out. Needless to say, I also found someone with the Umbreon VMAX Prize Pack Series 1. This card is pretty clean. I'm very happy with it. Picked it up for a fantastic price. Probably end up getting this grade, and we'll see what comes back and we'll see what we get. Now, as I mentioned earlier, Prize Pack Series 1 fanatic. And throughout the entire convention, I was trying to find someone who had them. And quite frankly, there was only one person who had about 12 of them at a stand. He was charging top dollar and wouldn't let him go. However, needless to say, a particular individual approached me and said, "Yo, are you looking for Prize Pack Series 1? I said, "Yeah." This person's got them. I was like, "Well, how many's they got?" He said, "He's got 60 of them." I said, "Great. I want them all." So I ended up, I met with the person face to face and kind of said, "Hey, he's like, I got about 60. I just got to get a good count. Cool to do a deal. Yeah, I'm going to go get dinner and so forth. But we were gonna do the deal and everything. I sent them the money right away. We're gonna pick up later. Person's extremely credible seller. Needless to say, I saw him later that night. He goes, "Hey, I don't have 60. I got 120 of them." And I looked at him. My eyes brightened up. I'm like, 120. Needless to say, got them for an even better price, and I picked up all 120 of Prize Pack Series 1, ladies and gentlemen. Now, being Card Party, really couldn't help myself, and I opened up 15 of them, and guess what we pulled, ladies and gentlemen? You would not believe it. Nothing. Pulled absolutely nothing, and I can't express that enough. The amount of luck and hits you get from Prize Pack Series 1s are terrible. Now, this video isn't about Prize Pack Series 1. I can go on about it all day long, but we're going to move on and talk about more about what we picked up at the convention and so forth. But next video I'm going to do in Prize Pack Series 1 stuff will be about what I picked up and how I talked to the person about their pull rates and stuff like that. But moving on. Now we're going to jump into a little bit of some modern action going on. Now, let's talk about this Dragonair in a CGC Gem Mint 10. So the cool thing about this is, again, not being so much of like tokens and stuff like that and like knickknacks, but the one thing I liked about this was it really had a Card Party 2 emblem on it. And you know what? Like I said, I'm not usually a fan of these, but I was kind of like, you know what, this is actually a little bit different, kind of cool. Goes with, the binder and kind of tells the story and so forth. And kind of at the end of the day, it's just kind of like the journey, right? So really, this thing's really not it has no eccentric value, but like it's pretty cool. Maybe one day it will. I don't know. But I felt like it's just part of the, part of like, hey, like I went to Car Party, second edition, and so forth. But cool little gift. Can't complain there. Now we get more exciting. But modern action. Now, I saw this card and I've always had my eye on it for quite some time. I just really never took the time to search for it. And I knew it came up here and there, but I've had a little experience with it and something about it just seemed a little different. So I decided to pick it up because I saw it. Bryce was right. What we have here, ladies and gentlemen, is a 2016 Pokemon XY Evolutions Pikachu Holo. Now, in the actual XY Evolution set, the Pikachu is not holo, and this one specifically is called the Cracked Ice. The Cracked Ice is picked up from the starter decks from XY Evolutions. Now, I've always loved this card. When I knew it existed, I always thought it was really cool. What I really liked about it was a lot of those starter decks back in the day to pick up were really pretty banged up. And I feel like today's day and age to buy a deck for $10 and hope to God that this card is completely flawless is pretty rare because the starter decks are really banged up. Typically, the packaging's banged up. I can't imagine the cards inside are in great condition. So, had the opportunity to pick this up. Really happy to add this one in the collection. So, very happy. Can't complain. Now, we're going to turn back the clock and hit up some vintage stuff we picked up. So, before we jump into this little stack here, we're going to actually do something a little abnormally different. Now, I typically don't buy stuff like this, but I bought this because it was a Nintendo product. It had Pokemon's name on it, and it actually had a limited edition serial code on it, like a barcode. And I knew from there something about it was very just different, and I've never seen this. And I've been in the hobby now for quite some time, and to kind of see it in front of your eyes, it was just like, whoa, it's pretty cool. So a little big, but eventually we're going to start redoing I have like a little nook here to the side. I'm going to kind of turn the screen and so forth, but I think we're going to hang this up. But here we have a Pokemon Stadium poster, the official Blockbuster logo on it. I'm going to show it right here. Kind of get like a visual of it all, but for those of you guys remember, you used to get a sticker, and you take the sticker and put them in the little things until you quote-unquote collected them all. But Pokemon Stadium was a Nintendo 64 game. It was a lot of fun. You connect your Game Boy up to it, play it on there, and so forth. Really fun way to play. But when I saw this, it was just vintage about it. And then right here, well, it is a Blockbuster exclusive, but right here is a serial code. I'm going to show you guys that right now. Limited edition serial code right there. So I saw this and I was just like, wow, this is really different, unique. So picked it up and it's awesome. It's really cool. Love it. So cool thing I picked up. Really wasn't too crazy expensive at all. Price was really good. So can't complain. Now, into the vintage rabbit hole we go, ladies and gentlemen. So let's start first, nice and easy, with and this is just really the irony of it all. So I did buy a first edition Dark Magneton at Collecticon, and that was before that Pokemon announced that the new Scarlet and Violet set would be the Team Rocket, where they're gonna do some type of Team Rocket. I forgot the name of it exactly, but Team Rocket. So ironically enough, I've been always kind of looking at Team Rocket to do next, potentially. I know I've whispered in a couple different videos, but sure enough, these are two cards I picked up for sub $200, and I really can't see where you go wrong on these. I picked up this Dark Weezing for under $200, and I picked up this Dark Arbok for under $200. I know these were cards that you did get in the decks back in the day, but for under $200 for these cards, I really can't see where you go wrong, especially in a pristine 10 for Dark Weezing. And then both these cards are super clean. Both holos, first editions. Yeah, for sub $200 each. Yeah, like you really can't go wrong. There's alt arts going for more than that, and that's the alt arts are its own thing and so forth. To open up a pack today for this is like what, like $600, $700. Yeah, two birds with one stone, I call it. So this will be kind of part of the collection and so forth, and deciding what I want to do with it and so forth. But it looks like I'm moving towards the dark stuff, first ed stuff. And sure enough, sub $300 this next card. Again, I don't really see how you go wrong, but it really kind of cracks me up that these cards, these WotC vintage cards, are coming up and they're just almost being given away. I can't believe it. And that's what's just been drawing me towards them more and more and more. Yeah, I picked this thing up sub $300. I don't see where you lose. I just don't. I mean, to pick these all up was like almost a steal for the price of one pack. I got 3 holos. Yeah, cool, right? And then last but not least, so this one specifically, I really, really, really looked so hard at. For price, sure, I share. It was priced at $650, $700, and I saw the card. You don't really see too many of these. You do see them, but I saw it. I say, hey, can I take a good look at it? Sure, no problem. And I was looking at it, and I saw some discrepancies, and I was like, it's okay, I'll pass. And the person's like, actually, I have one with subgrades. Are you interested in looking at it? I said, yeah, sure. And the subgrades are really, really strong. Old CGC subgrades. And I looked at it. 210s and 295s. So I really inspected the whole card, and I emphasize buy the card, not the grade. Stripped the card down with my eyes, looked it down from head to toe. Didn't hit on the card, but definitely checked it out pretty good. And the card was super flawless. And as I was really taking my time looking at the card, the person kind of said, hey, we can do better on price and so forth. I said, okay, and I'm still looking at it good. And after a while, the person sent me and goes, hey, man, if you can do $400 cash, we can get this deal done. And my eyes just went like this. I was like, whoa, like $400 cash for this card? And I just sealed the deal and did the deal. This card in a, gosh, at least if I knew if I had to get rid of this card tomorrow, I can make $100 off it. Just get rid of it. Get rid of it. In a PSA 10, it goes for about $1,200, $1,100. I think this thing can actually pristine 10. I don't care. I really think it's in that caliber, and that's why I picked it up. Ladies and gentlemen, Dark Raichu First Edition. Centering's a 10, edges a 10, corners 9.5, surface 9.5. I really, really, really looked this card down from head to toe, and I really, really took my time on this, and I saw absolutely nothing wrong with this thing. I checked the surface throughout the entire card. Nothing. I checked it on the borders. I checked on the yellow. I checked on the back for any print lines, anything. There is nothing wrong with this. And what really, really incentivized me to get this was the cert era was very, very, very similar to my pristine Gengar. It was in that very, very time range. And I just knew this card was super clean. There's no doubt in my mind this thing can't get a PSA 10 or a CGC pristine 10. It's in that alley. It's in that ballpark. Worst case scenario, it doesn't hit it. We sell it, make it $100, call it a day, ladies and gentlemen. But it was almost something too good to pass up. So yeah, for the dark cards, I did see another Dark Dragonite there. But nice card. But I feel like I can always find those. The person didn't want to budge on price, and it's fine. They said it was one of their favorite cards, and so be it. It's okay. Last but not least, the most exciting part, and I don't know how much more exciting getting than all this other cool stuff picked up, but we opened up 3 base set unlimited packs at Card Party. We did a full art set, the Charizard, the Venusaur, and the Blastoise, a complete art set. And what do you think we pulled, ladies and gentlemen? We pulled, in the Blastoise artwork, we pulled a Clefairy. In the Venusaur artwork, we pulled not the Charizard, but we pulled the Clefairy. Wait. Yes, we pulled the Clefairy in the Venusaur art. In the Blastoise art, we pulled the Nidoking. I'm sorry about that. So, in the Charizard artwork, guys, we did it. We pulled the Zard. Now, quick little story behind it all. I bought 1 pack, and it was the Blastoise artwork. I opened it, we pulled the Nidoking. And I really, really took a good look at that Nidoking. And I said, these are super clean, and the centering is dead on. Dead on. I looked at the back. It was a very, very clean card. And I said to myself, you know what? It's just like the movie Holes. What do you say we dig one more hole? Went back, bought 2 more to make it a full art set. The Venusaur and the Charizard art. Open the Venusaur art first, and sure enough, I thought, everyone, there's this whole theory about, a better chance pulling a Charizard or Venusaur art. I actually think that's a true myth. I really do. Pulled the Clefairy, the Venusaur art, then pulled the Charizard out of the Charizard art. Now, I went absolutely nuts. You can't imagine. You've seen me open up cards on this channel before. This time was at a convention. People were all surrounding, went absolutely nuts. It was a lot of fun, great experience. So, when I checked out this Charizard, guys, I looked at this thing and it was dead centered on. Surface was super clean. And immediately when I saw that, I was shaking uncontrollably because I knew, like, hey, like, it's the back is going to determine everything. Flipped it over, nothing. Corners round, edges clear. This thing, I was holding this thing saying, this thing's a PSA 10. I'm holding this Charizard in my hand saying it's a PSA 10. I was like, this thing is PSA 10 all day long. Needless to say, I decided to try going for the Pristine 10 with CGC. Today, I shipped the card in. The card is now at CGC. We will see what we score in the next bit. I really, really, really think, it's just over time and so forth, I emphasize be strict with your grading, expect the worst, and so forth. I honestly think the worst I can get is a Gem Mint 10 on this card. I really do. It was super, super clean. This thing's got a shot at being a pristine 10. I looked at it and it really does. I'm very excited. It's just a guess, right? Who knows what's going to happen? Hopefully who knows? That's all. Super excited to see what it grades. I don't have the card with me. I got busy. I want to do the video and show it and be like, guys, look at this thing. Look at this thing. I just don't have it. I wish I did, but the card is there in good hands, and I think it's got a fantastic shot at getting a pristine 10. So time will tell, ladies and gentlemen. But other than that, my final takeaway is that I'm super excited for card party next year because it is in Tampa, Florida, in the Tampa Bay area. The drive just got even closer. I think it's a great location. I think it's a great event. Had a super fun time, and I can't really say anything else good about it. I think the event was held well. Saw met a lot of different great people. Met competitors, people that played in the World Series. Call it like I saw the trophies. I saw referee cards, like referee plaque cards. I'm like, whoa, like stuff that just I knew like was out there, but just stuff I didn't really know. I was like, wow, like this stuff is pretty special. And that's one thing I really had a lot of fun doing. And then the laughs, the people you meet, and so forth. It's irreplaceable. But that's all I got, guys. Card party's officially over. Back to everyday life. Back to reality and things. But that's all we got. So we'll be doing a video soon on what the results were for the Charizard, Venusaur. I'm sorry, the Charizard, the Nidoking, and the Clefairy. We'll see. We will see. The cards were super clean, so I'm really excited for this one, guys. But that's all we got. Tune in next time. It is a crazy week. Hopefully, I don't know. I might be done for conventions this year. Might try and sneak one more in. We will see. Maybe Chicago, maybe Atlanta Collecticon. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe something in Texas. I don't know. I'm on the fence, so forth. But we'll see. But that's all I got, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, as always, fun always. It only takes one, and I'm excited to meet each and every one of you guys. Hope everyone's doing good out there. Everyone be safe, stay healthy. And last but not least, it only takes one.